Hello, Game of Thrones fans. Welcome to our spoiler review of episode 4 of the House of the Dragon. And nobody can say that that wasn't a sexy episode, whether you liked it or not. So, what do you think, guys?
Yeah, there was a lot of nakedness and stuff.
Well, it's Game
on,
of Thrones. What did you expect?
yeah, and I wondered why did Damon play that? What he
It was a
played?
it was a weird thing, and
Yeah,
I mean, it, first of all, what exactly happened? Did I get this right? So, um, he seduced her, kind of ish, but then stopped, and she went home and did it with the next best guy who was available, or maybe
Mm,
somebody she liked. But
yeah,
That's
yeah.
not
yeah,
exactly what happened,
okay.
I
How did you
guess.
understand this? I
As
mean,
far as
they didn't do it, did they? I mean, like
that's the
Damon didn't do it
question.
with her.
This is a question that I asked myself, and I guess it was made in a way that everybody asks themselves: did they have sex, Daemon and Rhaenyra, or not? And
Yeah.
apparently they had, but you can never be sure. And yeah, and then she had sex not with the next best guy, but with Sir Kristen. Or did I miss something in between? Maybe. But I guess Sir Kristen is not the
In
next
between
best
of what?
guy, but sorry?
In between of what? There was something in between of what exactly in this episode.
Um, I'm not sure what she did afterwards, but
Yeah.
the guy she definitely had sex with is Sir
Oh, we didn't see
Kristen.
that
And
either. Well, yes, we did see that. It was
we saw
we
that.
saw that. We
Come
saw that.
on. And he had lots of stuff to, get rid of.
Yeah, I suppose we saw
Yes.
that. Um,
It took some time before he got
it
naked.
took some time, so she
Yeah.
had some time to think this
Yes.
through. But seriously, I didn't. It did not appear to me like she did have sex with Damon. I didn't think that she did. I mean, or was like the shortest sex on Game of Thrones, or I don't know.
Yes. I didn't expect
But
that either.
he wasn't even having his pants down. I mean, I did he or I don't know.
Well, the camera didn't
It wasn't
provide us that
entirely clear with.
perspective.
I mean,
It wasn't entirely clear. But
I thought
so
they didn't. I thought they didn't.
the question is, why did he do that, and why did he come back? And so this is what's
Yeah, the
more
question.
interesting for me.
I think the question has to be answered
Actually.
differently based on the question of did I actually do it or not. So if he teased her and then didn't do it with her, what that makes even less sense. If he
Well,
actually did do it
this is
and he just
Alicent said that he wanted to defile her in a way to prevent her from be the heir of the
that,
throne, because
that
if she got a bad reputation, as Viserys said, it doesn't matter whether you did it or not, but you have a bad reputation now, and so
yeah, so that would make sense. But
and so
I mean,
I guess this was what he playing at.
yeah, so but I mean this
And
would only make sense if he'd expected. I mean,
he brought her in a bad situation and then offered to marry her to Viserys. So this is kind of thing that you want to kick somebody's face for.
sure. I mean, he's super provocative, but I mean, it only makes sense that he did this to give her a bad rap. If he expect other people to find out about this, and as far as we know, he didn't do any. I mean, we may still be discovering this, but unless he was kind of, you know, being the informant or informing the informant of Hightower, he would not have expected anybody to find out.
Well, actually, when they entered this house of this pleasure dome, I guess was it called, they took off their disguises, so they went in fully, here
yeah,
we
well,
come.
I don't know how many people would know her, but yes,
Yeah, well,
okay, he did a little bit like to make it more plausible, but still, I would imagine this kind of place where you would not necessarily be that easily recognized. I don't know. It's hard to say. hard to say.
But Rhaenyra ran into this whatever who recognized her, so it was clear somebody was at her feet, at her heels, whatever.
Sort of, yes. But I mean, of course, the ploy to kind of marry her in order to become at least sort of king. I mean, he wouldn't be the ruler, but he would still be the king. Maybe that would kind of make sense. Or if she wouldn't marry him, to discredit her. But then she said, like, okay, well, fuck this. You know, it's also kind of weird. If he did actually have sex with her, then she went like and said, okay, I have some more. Or I interpreted it like she was frustrated that he didn't have sex with her, and then she wanted to have sex with somebody else. Also, of course, you could say, like, yeah, maybe she wasn't satisfied because it was so short. I don't know.
I guess this was the idea to seduce her into having sex with whatever comes next, and she's sort of age for this, and at least in this world. And also, what I wondered is, I wondered why Daemon has no children, and so he said, well, for a child, it would be a hopeless situation to grow up in, but maybe he was like expecting her. Maybe he cannot have children, and was expecting her to somehow get pregnant by someone else. So no idea, but it's very strange.
I think he can't have children because his wife can't have children.
Maybe not.
I don't know.
We don't know. Maybe he just
and then there's
like
this thing about then there's this thing about Hightower and his function. I mean, I think clearly, I wouldn't even say the king got him right. You know, he is spying to get his own advantage. He may also be spying because it's his job in a way, but he certainly discredited himself with this. This backfired badly.
Yeah. And also, Rhaenyra seems to know something about Arthur's past that makes her don't trust him, or maybe she just wanted to get rid of him because Alicent and you know.
Yeah, but she gets along with Alicent again, so that's nice in a way for her.
Yeah, and but she gets under pressure because of that night at the Pleasure Dome, you know.
Yeah, but even before that, she got along with her. But only, but I mean, she is lying to her face, you know. So she is certainly not the innocent, honest person here.
Nobody is, I guess.
Not in Game of Thrones, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any thoughts you have, Christian?
Yeah. I'm curious where this will head to. What I wonder if we really will find out what motives of what is he called, Daemon were.
I mean, good point. At the beginning, he was like, you'd think like, oh well, he's really trying to make up for stuff, and then the king was really positively reacting to it. And I thought, hey, that's really cool. And then other stuff happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very curious about if we find out his motives, if he will, formulate them in some sort of, or and the little boy. I mean, we saw that little boy at the where Daemon lied or rested. We saw that little boy again.
So maybe he is the little boy's interesting thought. Yes, maybe the little boy is actually an informant that has something to do with Daemon. So that would actually make sense. So there's a lot of things happening. Probably Rhaenyra has to marry the son of the, what's he called, sea snake, Lord Corlys.
Corliss.
Um,
Where
but
she?
here's one thing that I'm wondering. They place this tea that's supposed to be an abortion tea or something like this there.
Mhm.
In Game of Thrones, I'm not too sure. I want to drink something that I don't know exactly what's in it. This could be
Yes.
a poison for all we know.
Yeah, could be. And also, I'm not sure what they're playing at anyway, because this woman of Daemon is his girlfriend that he wanted to marry. She turns up again, and I forgot her name, Masara or so, like that. And also Lord Corlys, he makes his own things. So who says that he will marry his son Lena to? No, wait. Yeah, it's a son,
Anyway,
isn't
his
it?
son, his son.
Yeah. Who he wants to make
I
friends
guess
with
the assumption
Davos.
is, I guess the
What's
assumption is that
Free
would be the
City?
best match.
Yes, but will he
She,
do this? Will he accept it?
of course,
Because his
we don't know for sure until it happened.
yes, but
We
they
don't even
play
know he
it.
survived that long.
We play at it. Yes, they play at it, and
Yeah.
Rhaenyra promises Viserys to marry him
Yeah,
if he gets rid of Otto.
we'll find out. And then there's this weird dagger that's supposed to be a hint on I'm not quite sure what.
Viserys says it's even more important than the crown, and he only tells Rhaenyra about it.
But it was the dagger that was used for the assassination attempt on Bran Stark, wasn't it?
Yeah, could be.
I think it looked like that. So that's kind of weird.
Or maybe it was the dagger that was used as Arya killed the Winter King.
Might have been the same. I'm not sure.
I have no idea. So I just wondered what kind of thing that is.
Yeah.
Because so from my blood came the prince that was promised, and his will be the song of ice and fire, I guess. Is what was said.
Whose song is Ice and Fire? I don't really know.
So I think of Jon Snow because he's part of the Starks and
Snow and his maybe it makes sense. Yeah.
And I'm not sure whether this.
So he's the only character who has ice and snow, ice and fire.
Ice and fire in both and within him.
Background, sort of. But he's not too much fire, actually. I mean, he's not a dragon rider or something.
Yeah, how could he?
Well, he's a Targaryen. He could theoretically have become one, but he wasn't.
Jon Snow?
As far as Jon Snow.
But he was given away as a child, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
So, but, I mean, whatever.
Whatever.
Okay, let's find out how this turns out. I mean, it's just a hint. I'm not sure this dagger's going to do anything in the series. But I'm curious. What will Rhaenyra drink the tea? Will she marry the son of the sea snake? And what will happen from this? Any questions you have? What are you thinking looking forward?
Yeah, I'm still looking forward about the motives of Daemon, what game he actually really plays, and yeah, I hope we will find out in the next episode so far. And yo.
Yeah, this is also what I'm curious about, and also if Lord Corlys accepts the marriage proposal for his son, so maybe he's pissed off.
And whether it will stay the marriage proposal, and whether somebody will kill Rhaenyra. I don't think they will, because she seems to be too much of a character design to be the next Daenerys. Yeah, so Rhaenyra, I don't think. Yeah. But I would be careful, whatever that's in the tea.
And I
Will she drink
also
it? Will she have a child? I don't know. We'll
I
find out.
also wonder whether Mysaria, the girlfriend of Daemon, will play another role because she turned up again.
Mhm. So some interesting stuff coming up. Will we see the free cities, for example? What do they look like? I mean, we've seen them before, I think, but will they play a role? I'm curious about this. And I'm curious what our listeners are curious about and what they think we may have missed or what they see differently. Looking forward to see you in our review for the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye. See you
Bye.
next time. Ciao.